get yourself to blame. Hi there, my good people. Teacher Hafa here, the tutor of teachers. So, guys, last class we were talking a little about the new times of teaching, these new interactions with the AI, and the the good old questions. Is AI taking my job? Is this gonna ever happen? If you're new to the channel, I'm the tutor of teachers. I'm here to help you in this new career. If you are already a teacher and you're trying to get new ideas, trying to improve, you feel a little stuck in your career, this is the place where we're gonna debate this. I'm gonna have guests. We're gonna talk a lot about that. If you have any comments and if you like it, please leave the thumbs up and leave comments below if you like it, if you don't, and if you have any suggestions. Okay, so guys, today I'm gonna talk a little, and this is gonna be a brief video. I want to talk a little about how to prepare a class, how to kill it in a class and make it, a memorable class. To answer that questions, we need to go back to the basics. Okay, so what do we want with a class? This is the basic question. What is the motivation of a class? So I think the answer to find the motivation of this is to think about the class backwards. So you need to think about the final goal. What do you want your student to be practicing at the end of the class? What kind of structure, what ability, what do you want them culturally to be thinking about? Because remember, we don't do things mechanically. AI can do that way better than we do. And people practice with AI on daily basis. They're not paying you just to go through the motions. So we need to think outside the box. We need to go for what the impression you want your student to get at the end of the class. This is something very fundamental to think about the class. So, for example, when I'm giving a feedback class, then the final goal, I want the student feeling good about the process, feeling good about his efforts. Or if he's not being able to, put much effort into it, for them to reflect on the which ways we can do, or things that we can go, or if it's even worth it doing what we are doing for no results. So that's the basic knowledge. You think about what structure you want them to be practicing, what's the final exercise, what do you want, and this is important to expect. What is the level that they are going to be practicing this with? What's the context that this can be applicable for them? And let's not forget that every class is part of a process, is part of a thinking that you already have pre-established. So this is all part of a plan. So very important to think what kind of level is your student to be practicing this or that structure. Are they going to be able for themselves to find ways to expand and find other vocabularies and other expressions in this specific class? Because and this I say because sometimes, and we mentioned in the videos before, sometimes we try to just to do something different and get out of the routine, and trying to provide a different and fun activity for them to do. But don't you ever forget, everything is part of the process. There is a why, there is a thinking, and there is the basic knowledge. You must know that your student have, what can they produce. So an exercise can end in itself. It's a reflection. We are a tool of transformation in people's lives. So the exercise must reflect that also. Okay, so think a little about that. Put in the comments what kind of class do you like the most to prepare and for your students, and what is your process to prepare a class. Thousands of ways. This is just one of them, and I want to know what is yours. Leave a comment if you like it. If you don't, you think about expanding and having more students, and to keep track of what everybody is doing. So next class, guys, I'm gonna go a little more into each of the techniques we can use, which each different frameworks we use for teaching, and then we'll comment tomorrow. Okay, see ya.